Hare Bol.
Hare Kṛṣṇa.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam. Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudiraye. Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityaṁ Bhāgavata-sevayā. Bhagavati Uttamashloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki. Aradhayo Bhagavan Rajeshutanayas Tadhama Vrindavanam. Ramya Kachitapasana Vrachavadu Vargena Va Kalpita. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam Pramanamamalam Prema Pumartho Maha. Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu Matamidam Tatradharana Paraha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear worshipful devotees, thank you so much for joining. We are reading Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 11, entitled The Childhood Pastimes of Lord Shri Krishna. So we completed the Damodar Leela, which is very, very beautiful. And one of the poets says that, yes, Krishna's all pastimes are beautiful, but his childhood pastimes are really beautiful. And in those childhood pastimes, the Dadi Manthana Leela, the Makhan Chori Leela, the stealing of the butter pastimes are the most nectarian. And we just read and heard about this sweet pastime. Krishna stealing butter is called Makhan Chor. Loot Dadi Makhan Khayu. So now we'll continue more of Krishna's sweet pastimes from Canto 10, Chapter 11, text number 7 onwards. Gopi bhisto bhito nityad Bhagavan balavat kvachit Udgayati kvachin mugdhas tadvashodaru yantravat. Translation by C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. The gopis would say, if you dance, my dear Krishna, then I shall give you a sweet meat. By saying these words or by clapping their hands, all the gopis encouraged Krishna in different ways. At such times, although he was supremely powerful, personality of Godhead, he would smile and dance according to their desire, as if he were a wooden doll in their hands. Sometimes he would sing very loudly at their bidding. In this way, Krishna came completely under the control of the gopis. Wow. This is the great nature of the Supreme Lord, that he becomes a puppet in the hands of his devotees. Daru yantravat, like a wooden doll. Srila Prabhupada prays that, oh Krishna, make me a doll, make me a puppet in your hands, right? Kashtera putali yatha nachao se mata. But here we see that the Vraja Rasa, the supreme topmost rasa, flavor, exchange of love where Krishna is becoming the puppet in the hands of his devotees. And they'll say, hey, Krishna, you dance, I'll give you this. I'll give you a sweet, I'll give you, butter, you dance. And they will make Krishna dance. The one who makes everyone dance is dancing to the tunes of his devotees. So beautiful. So they would not think, oh, he's the Supreme Lord. And Krishna would also not think. Here it's mentioned that he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but he would smile and dance according to their desire, according to the desire of pure devotees. That's another beautiful point. If a pure devotee says, Krishna, you have to do this, then Krishna cannot say no. Tomara hriday govinda vishram. So if pure devotee says something, Krishna cannot say no to that. So if pure devotee recommends, like Narada Muni recommends someone, like Nalkuvar and Manigri we just read, Krishna could not say no because Narada Muni had recommended. Similarly, Bhishma Pitama we were discussing. Bhishma Pitama said, Krishna, I'll make you break your vow. And okay, if you want, I'll do so. Brahmaji said, he will appear, Narsinghadev will appear, not in the day, not in the night, not from inside, not from outside. He will, Hiranyakashipu will die, not in the air, not in the land. So all those conditions, Lord Narsinghadev abided because he is bound. He's under the control of gopis here. The word is like a doll. So we can also pray. This level we cannot artificially imitate. But at least we can first try to become Krishna's doll. Making Krishna our doll is a very high level and it cannot be artificially imitated. But at least first we try to become Krishna's doll. First we try to become a puppet in the hands of Krishna. And that's the mood of our acharyas, like Srila Prabhupada. That Krishna, you make me dance the way you would like me to dance. You bring the right words on my mouth. You help these people become. I'm no one to do anything. You help me out. You act through me. Yantra. Yantra basically is an instrument. Daru yantra. Daru yantra mean daru is what? What does daru here mean? Anyone knows?
Wood.
Wood. Yes, Lord Jagannath is called Daru Brahma. The wooden supreme personality of Godhead. Not the daru, peene wala daru. That's alcohol. That's not the meaning here. Daru is basically wood. Like daru yantra what? What means like? Daru yantra is wooden doll, wooden instrument. Any other thoughts anyone has in this verse? So let's read next verse, text number 8. Would someone like to read?
I can try to. I'll try. Hare Kṛṣṇa, Guruji. Hare Kṛṣṇa, everyone. Vibharti kvachit ajñapata pitakon mana padukam bahuksepam chakurute swanam cha pritam avaham. Translation by His Divine Grace Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada ki jai. Sometimes Mother Yashoda and her gopi friends would tell Krishna, bring this article or bring that article. Sometimes they would order him to bring a wooden plank, wooden shoes, or wooden measuring pot. And Krishna, when thus ordered by the mothers, would try to bring them. Sometimes, however, as if unable to raise these things, he would touch them and stand there. Just to invite the pleasure of his relatives, he would strike his body with his arms to show that he had he had sufficient strength. And he had sufficient. Hare Kṛṣṇa Prabhuji.
What do you think, Mataji, from this verse?
So I'm thinking he's playing with his mothers, accepting at the same time, sometimes not, well, always accepting, but doing sometimes and not doing sometimes. And he's the strongest, and the one of the opulence is the strength, right, Prabhu? He's the strongest. He can do anything. The wooden shoes and so forth are nothing to him, right? But then he's intentionally sometimes not doing it, just showing that, I don't know how to say, but just to tell them that he cannot do or so forth. Yeah. Just that playfulness with mothers. That's what I'm thinking, Prabhu. Please correct. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mataji. I think we all have seen this beautiful painting where Krishna would try to bring the shoes of Nanda Maharaj. It's a very famous painting. It's gone. So that Supreme Lord who lifted Govardhan Hill for 7 days and 7 nights. Let's think about that. Now that same Supreme Lord is unable to raise these things. Is it not? That's exactly what's mentioned here. So you see, the logic is not there in Vrindavan. That Supreme Lord who killed Putana, killed all these, who practically just very recently, these two big mighty trees, Nalkuvera and Manigrivas, were in this body of Arjuna trees. Those were, practically, delivered, or they were put down by Krishna. But now what they are seeing is that sweet pastime, and that sweet little child, Lala, Krishna, Nanda Lala, Yashoda Lala, he's trying. And that makes the pastime more sweet. He's trying, but he's unable to. And just to invite more pleasure, he would strike his body with his arms. Oh, I have biceps, I have triceps, I'm strong, I can do it. Don't think I'm weak. And they would laugh. Right? To show I have strength, I can do it. So this is our sweet Krishna. He does all these pastimes. He can't lift wooden shoes. He can't lift measuring pot. But he can lift Govardhan. So, and one more thing. The gopis here, the Mother Yashoda is not thinking Krishna as the Supreme Lord. Because who would order the Lord? Hey, bring my chapel, or bring that wooden plank, or bring that measuring pot. Right? So she's considering Krishna as her child, as her dear, and training him, and caring for him, and loving him like a child. Like a child. So, okay, any comments? Kashish Mataji, you wanted to say something?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. No, by mistake, I just on my mic. Please forgive me. Dandavat.
Okay. Want to read next verse?
Ji. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam, all devotees, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Darshayans-tatvitam loka atmano Vrityavashyatam Vrajasyo Vahave Harsham Bhagavana Balacheshtita. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. To pure devotees throughout the world who could understand his activities, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna exhibited how much he can be subdued by his devotees, his servants. In this way, he increased the pleasure for the Vrajavasis by his childhood activities. Purport: that Krishna performed childhood activities to increase the pleasure of his devotees, was another transcendental humor. He exhibited these activities not only to the inhabitants of Vrajabhumi, but also to others who were captivated by his external potency and opulence. Both the internal devotees who were simply absorbed in the love of Krishna and the external devotees who were captivated by his unlimited potency were informed of Krishna's desire to be submissive to his servants. Hare Krishna. So Prabhuji here, Srila Prabhupada is explaining in the purport that Lord, just to give pleasure to his devotees, which were internal and external both, he performed all these leelas. So it was the wonderful bhakti of the devotees that they got birth as Vrajvasis. They were all the demigods who were enjoying the pastimes of Lord. And it's not only the internal but also for the external devotees to just make them feel in their heart that it was the Lord's potency, the Lord who can carry the, as you said, who can carry the Giri Govardhan Raj on his pinky finger. Why he's carrying, like he's showing his, like as if he's not so much capable of doing those small leelas. So it's the wonderful pastime of Lord, and it's wonderful to read this. It's wonderful to feel that how when we imagine those things happening, it gives a different kind of pleasure to us, and how wonderful it will be for those who have actually experienced this. So as a devotee, we should always engage our mind in those pastimes. So maybe by imagining those things, maybe one day we'll be able to see them also once sometime. Hare Krishna, Hare Bol.
Hare Krishna, thank you, Mataji. Very nice. Very nice line here. Internal devotees and external devotees. So some are captivated, they may not like this. Okay, Krishna is not able to lift the wooden article. Okay, what's the big deal? Right? You may say, what is this? Like, okay, Krishna is not able to lift the wooden article. So what is special about this? Right? They may not be able to experience that sweetness or that joy in there, because it's more internal, right? This is more internal. I mean, for a newcomer, if we tell, okay, Krishna was having a hard time lifting the shoes of his father. Okay. So what do I do with that? Right? They may not be able to appreciate what's going on here, right? But they may like more, oh, when Krishna killed Putana, when Krishna killed, displayed some extraordinary opulence, that, oh, that he lifted Giri Govardhan for 7 days, right? Or he displayed some Herculean task, that they like more. So in this way, Krishna's all the pastimes, everyone sees with a different vision. As Krishna entered, this is very, very famously described, when Krishna entered the battleground of, where Chanur and Mushtika were arranged, everyone saw Krishna differently. Some saw as a friend, some saw as a mother, some saw, as their son, some saw as their lover, some saw as the opponent, some saw as their Kala, the death personified. Everyone saw differently. So similarly, every person will see the pastimes differently based on their proximity to Krishna, based on their absorption. What's the symptom of internal devotee here mentioned? Both the internal devotees who were simply absorbed in love for Krishna. So internal devotee means simply absorbed in love for Krishna. And what is the external devotee here? Who is captivated by unlimited potency, unlimited strength, unlimited beauty, unlimited, Krishna married 16,100 wives. That's something big that they may appreciate. Or killed, thousands and thousands of demons. But devotees are internal devotees, like Yashoda Mata, Gopis, they are not much interested in that aspect. They like more these sweet pastimes, because their faith is quite high, their devotion is quite high, their absorption and love for Krishna is topmost.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Very well, yes, Mataji.
So, Prabhuji, the neophyte devotees are the external, in the category of external devotees, called neophyte, or it's a neophyte devotee means immature, who are not that advanced.
No, that's more detail described in Nectar of Instruction and Bhagavatam. We can't say neophyte devotee is external devotee. External devotee could be further divided into many things. So if we have to understand more about the classification of devotee, right? That's more described in Updeshamrita, based on multiple levels. Kanishta, Madhyama, and Uttama. Kanishta, Madhyama, and Uttama. So it could be in multiple levels. Actually, I was planning to write an article or summary on this based on what I heard on this, because it could be, for example, on the level of faith, one can, have different degradations of devotees or classifications, gradations of devotees on the basis of approach to the spiritual master, on the basis of how they deal with devotees, other devotees. There could be, different types, right? On the basis of initiation, there could be different types. So it's a big topic, but the point here is Kanishta are more interested in the deities than serving the devotees, neophytes. They are more focused in serving deities than the devotees. Their faith is little. Neophytes' faith is little. But here external, we can't say external means neophyte. Certainly not. They may be captivated, like we are captivated, right? All the devotees are captivated. Internal is more, you can say like raga, ragatmika, raganuga. They're more into, they're fully absorbed. Like Mata Yashoda, gopis. They're not impressed by his lifting the Govardhan hill. Rather, they are thinking, oh, your hand must be hurting. You eat some food, get some strength, right? That's their mood, right? They're praying, oh, Govardhan, you become light because my child's hands must be hurting. You are so rock-hearted. So that's the idea here. Captivated by the unlimited potency. And then there could be mixed, right? It's not that bhakti is not like black and white, internal, external. There's a lot of gray zone between. Some may like both the pastimes, right? They may like Krishna killing a lot of demons, and they may like Krishna. They may appreciate both. So does that help?
Yes, please.
Okay, let's read the next verse, text number 10. You want to read, Mata?
Yes, Prabhuji. Dhanyavad pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Text 10. Krinihi bhoho falaniti srudva sadvaram achyutaha falarthi dhanyam adaya yayayu sarva falapradaha. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. Once a woman selling fruit was calling, O inhabitants of Brajabhumi, if you want to purchase some fruits, come here. Upon hearing this, Krishna immediately took some grains and went to barter as if he needed some fruits. Purport. Aborigines generally go to the villagers to sell fruits. How much the Aborigines were attached to Krishna is here described. Krishna, to show his favor to the Aborigines, would immediately go purchase fruits, bartering with paddy in his hand as he had seen others do. So here, fruit sellers came, and Krishna, who is giving fruits to the whole living entities, is pretending like he needs some fruits, and he behaves like elder people, because he's observed that they are just getting the fruits by giving some paddies to the barter. So that's please, Prabhuji, explain. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. So you see now every verse, Krishna, so many pastimes are being shared. Like all these 3 verses which we covered, text 7 was, another pastime, text 8, another pastime, text 9, another, like Damodar Leela was discussed in a lot of great detail, but the other pastimes are, Shukdev Goswami is going a lot quicker, if you see. But this pastime, I think we all have heard and read multiple times, the fruit vendor pastime. Actually, I recall, if you recall, His Grace Adi Gadadhar Prabhu took a class on this for our group, right? Krishna goes fruit shopping. Krishna goes fruit shopping. Huh. So we can, I'll try to read that, hear that, and share more, since we'll cover this in more detail tomorrow. But the point was that how, let's talk a little bit about the background. How this lady, Aborigines, that means they were not very high class. They did not have a very high class position in the society, right? Correct? That's the meaning of Aborigines. Let's see what is it.
Actually, Adivasi, the main inhabitants of the land,
Sorry.
like Indians are the Aborigines of USA. So when it's called Adivasi, the main inhabitants of the land, like Red Indians are the Aborigines of USA.
Yeah. Adivasi. Adivasi. But they would generally be outside the village. They were not in the main town where they were, the other people were living. Krini hi krini. Lelo, fal lelo. Please buy my fruits. Everyone, take some fruits. Oh, neighborhood residents, falani. So she was selling fruits. And then, what did Krishna do? Krishna goes for shopping, right? When Krishna hears the call of his devotee, then Krishna comes running. Is it not? Krishna comes running. But at that time, the system was that you give something and you get something. I remember when I was actually small, like maybe 7, 8 years, people used to come to our house and they would sell like utensils. They would take old clothes and they would give utensils, and right? You remember? Anyone remembers this? So I remember this, that now it's gone, I think. They would take clothes or sometimes grains, and they would give some kind of bartan, utensils. At least it was there in North India, but now it's no more prominent because
in Bengal also we had Prabhuji.
in Bengal also, yeah.
Kolkata, yeah, Howrah, Kolkata.
Nice. Is it still there or gone?
Yeah, it's still there, Prabhuji. It's still there.
Still there?
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know now.
Yeah, in small towns and villages, it's still there. Prabhuji.
So that's basically the barter system, right? As mentioned here, that's the barter system. So now Krishna is going for shopping, but he has to give something, right, to that lady, and he takes grains so that he can get fruits in exchange of the grains. So we will meditate upon this pastime And tomorrow we'll discuss more about this pastime in great detail. And there are, in this Bhagavatam, there is only like 2 verses as we see, right? Text 10 and text 11 about this pastime. But there is a lot of other details from other texts and other holy scriptures, which I'll hear the class. And if you want, you can also hear a lot of other senior Vaishnavas have given nice classes and summarized all those different commentaries and different other sources. So we will chant this pastime more tomorrow. We will discuss, review, and take lessons. So, but in the meantime, there is a beautiful bhajan. Yes, someone was saying something. Yes, please.
Hare Kṛṣṇa, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, the external devotee can also be a pure devotee?
External devotee can be a pure devotee. Why not? Why not?
This way I'm thinking, it depends on how his devotional services are, the quality of the devotional services.
Yeah, one could be in different rasas. Like if they have the awe and reverence prominent, we can't say that their devotion is shallow, right? It's just they have a different type of exchange towards the Lord. They will always say Krishna or God as their supreme controller, supreme maintainer, supreme master, supreme provider, and that is fine, right? It is fine. It is, of course, what we are aspiring for is the topmost in the Gaudiya Vaishnava Parampara. Indeed, the Parampara with Lord Chaitanya has come to give the topmost love of Sri Radharani. That's more internal, very, very internal.
Slowly, when we have initially may have external, then it may convert into internal devotion.
Yes, and that's basically what we say, like Vaidhi Bhakti and Raganuga Bhakti. By following we can't jump to that level. Like same, we deserve to become Krishna's puppet, right? We don't pray, Krishna, you become our puppet. But pure devotees, they don't even pray like that. They think actually Krishna is their puppet. Like Ishtamata is not praying, oh Krishna, you become my puppet. Is no, you are my puppet. You have to do what I say.
Right.
Right. So we can't artificially imitate that, but at the same time we can understand like their level, their devotion, their heart, their exchange is at a totally high level.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Kṛṣṇa.
Hari Bol. Thank you. Okay, so we'll pause. Anyone else has any other comments, thoughts, corrections here? And tomorrow we'll discuss from text 11 and this sweet pastime in more detail.
So, Prabhuji, in the translation of text 9, the first line, Prabhupada is writing to pure devotees throughout the world who could understand his activities. So Prabhupada is giving the definition of pure devotee.
Mhm. Very nice. Thank you, Prabhu. Very nicely mentioned. Any other thoughts, comments anyone has? Okay. So we'll let Krishna shop and we'll come tomorrow to see what all he has shopped and how much bill he has to pay for his, how much is his invoice and how he will pay that. We'll see tomorrow. Grantraj Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai. Śrīla
Jai.
Prabhupada ki
Ki
jai.
jai.
Hare Krishna, Dandavad.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare
Dandavat
Krishna,
pranam.
Prabhuji.
Dandavat pranam.
Hari Bol. Thank you.
Hari Bol. Hari Bol.
Prabhuji, thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Pranam,
Hare
Prabhuji.